So my name is Jen Heath and I'm an occupational therapist, and I want to talk about occupational therapy here at Underley Garden. But first of all, I want to talk a bit about occupational therapy in general, because not everybody has come across it before. So occupational therapy helps children to minimise their difficulties, and it helps them to increase their ability to learn or to socialise or access activities that they choose and need to do. So we work closely with the young people, we work with their teachers, teaching staff, care workers, we work with their parents and external professionals, and we help to develop practical solutions and find support to help young people get the most out of life at school and college and at home. So at Underley Garden we've got 3 occupational therapists. One of those is full-time and 2 part-time. And an occupational therapy assessment is completed with every young person upon their entry to Underley Garden. We write a report for the initial placement meeting, and that's for everyone who's involved to have a copy of and to read and discuss. On the report there'll be recommendations and an idea of what therapy we're going to put in place, and there'll be a therapy plan also. And then that plan will have on it what sort of intervention we might do, and at what point we'll review that intervention and evaluate it. So the type of interventions we will do, it might be that we see young people on a one-to-one basis, we might see people on a group basis, and this is purely dependent on need. And the types of groups that we run an alert program group, which is about teaching children about their sensory processing and about the strategies that they use themselves. We also run an apple crumble group, which is for some of our more complex younger children to engage in those sorts of daily activities and skills that you need in order to make an apple crumble as a group. And we've got a handwriting club as well. So we'll also provide equipment for young people to help them access activities. So equipment such as specialist seating, sometimes bits of sensory equipment like weighted equipment or other sensory pieces of equipment. We might provide adapted forks or knives and this kind of thing to assist people with eating. A large part of our work is about supporting young people with their sensory processing needs. So when a young person has been assessed through an occupational therapy assessment, we've identified that their sensory processing preferences or differences are impacting significantly on their day, then we will then take that further on to do a sensory processing assessment. And all of us OTs are qualified in post-qualification training to do sensory integration, or we are in training to do that. So we will make the sensory processing assessment, and from that we will create a sensory profile which will be for staff to look at. It will have all the young person's preferences, behaviours and sensory strategies to help them. But basically we're here to support and work with the wider team, and so training and support for staff is a big part of what we do as well. And above all, in line with the school aims, occupational therapy strives to promote the greatest level of independence for all of the young people here.